Thank you. The world is changing at a rapid pace. The digitalization of our everyday lives is the main driver behind the changes we see around us. Changes that challenges established routes and provide new opportunities for businesses. These opportunities include increased value creation, growth in productivity, and new business models, and a far more complex picture when it comes to collaboration and competition. One of the most important things that we do is to recognize that this is nothing less than a digital revolution. As consumers, we have lived with this explosive digitalization for a long time already. Physical products has become digital services, and a large amount of personal data that we give away is customizing our everyday lives. Physical products has become apps on our smartphones. Central to this development is, of course, internet, the digital high-speed highway that connects everyone and everything together. International web commerce across countries is expected to increase eightfold in the course of the next 10 years. Competencies and knowledge, goods and services, people and cultures, national boundaries are being erased in this new paradigm. Globalization is only increasing, and enterprises have to compete in a world championship absolutely every day. Over the last decade, several industries have experienced this huge disruptive force. Value change in content industries such as music, literature, and media have been challenged by new digital players and new business models. Some of the largest and most valuable brands have been created in a few years, such as Google, Amazon, and Facebook. On Forbes' list of the most valuable brands in the world, 6 technology companies rank amongst top 10. The biggest technology companies are now at the size of nations. Facebook has more users than the population of China. Apple and Microsoft are valued higher than countries such as Mexico and Turkey. Google's market value equals the value of all listed companies in Indonesia and Thailand. These technology giants operate digital platforms and huge capital that opens up opportunity for further expansion to other industries. In the sharing economy, we have seen the emerge of companies like Uber and Airbnb. Companies that do not own a single car or a single room, but are still valued to hundreds of billions of kroner. Our Swedish neighbors have really exploited the digital trend through companies such as Skype, Spotify, and King. The latter is the game company behind Candy Crush and was recently sold for around 50 billion kroner. This is the same as the total market value for 4 large Norwegian enterprises: Kongsberg, Aker Solutions, and Norwegian. This is the power that the digital disruption, it changes the rules fundamentally. We need to look at the digital revolution as an opportunity to create new business models, added values, and new jobs within the industry. Big industry players such as GE and Siemens are investing heavily in digital technology to ensure further value creation. We can absolutely be a contender. High market share is no longer a guarantee for maintaining a market leader position over time. Just think of big companies such as Nokia and Kodak. The competition has become significantly more complex, with new players changing the value chain, but also the business models. We are one of the most digital countries in the world. We have the resources and the competencies. We can handle this disruptive wave better than most countries. Bearing in mind the current rate of change, we must decide upon which position we want to take. Are we ready to seize this opportunity? Let's have a look at some of the examples on the key drivers of this digital revolution. There is a strong focus on developing autonomous vehicles in research institutes and businesses. We will see increased use of drones above and below the sea surface, on land, and in the air. Google and Apple are developing driverless cars and thereby challenging the traditional car industry. Today, our cars stand parked for 20 hours a day. Autonomous cars can operate 24 hours a day and may therefore change our transportation patterns fundamentally. This may contribute to increased carpooling and wipe out the divisions between private and public types of transportation. Research at MIT suggests it will be possible to reduce the number of cars by 80% and still ensure that all passengers will arrive at the right place on the right time by combining ride-sharing and carpooling. Drones will play a greater role in our lives. At Kongsberg, we are fortunate to work with the technologists of tomorrow through our annual summer student internship program. They test and push the limits of what drones can be used for in the industry. Several companies are currently looking at this technology and how it can be applied. Amazon is planning the future package delivery with drones, which will challenge the transportation sector as we see it today. Kongsberg is a world leader in autonomous underwater vehicles. Hege, a collaboration including, amongst others, the Norwegian Defence Research Establishment, is able to map the seabed down to 6,000 meters. And 70% of the Earth's surface is covered by water, but under 10% of it has been explored. Only advanced technology will be able to explore and identify the values and opportunities in the unexplored 90%. Hege can operate in a network of sensors for operations on the seabed. Sensors generate enormous amount of information, and connecting them to the internet make it possible for the sensors to communicate with each other. With local processing, a subsea network can operate and communicate autonomously, and the operation are then monitored and controlled onshore. We are a leading maritime nation, and I believe there's an ocean of opportunity in this picture. Internet of Things will affect all industries. According to analyst firm IDC, in only 4 years, more than 200 billion physical objects will be connected to the internet, and they will be able to communicate with each other. The opportunities this provides for increased efficiency and new business models are only limited by imaginations. McKinsey claims that big data is the next frontier for innovation, competition, and productivity. The Internet of Things is estimated to have a potential economic value of up to 100 trillion kroner in 10 years and generate millions of new jobs. We can continuously improve work processes, reduce costs through scheduling of maintenance based on actual needs. We can create new and value-adding services. Condition-based maintenance and remote services will be some of the offerings. Data and data analysis provide the industry with great opportunities for continuous improvement, and that is throughout the lifespan of products and services. We can collect and assemble critical operation information in new ways and create new services that will benefit customers and users. By accessing the data, we can create seamless platforms based upon standards that can integrate the information into a decision support system. Kongsberg Maritime has delivered equipment to more than 17,000 vessels all over the world. With Kongsberg Information Management System, it's possible to gather information from a variety of the ship's critical functions in one single information window. It gives the operator the ability to optimize a ship's operations and maintenance, and at the same time, it can be done on a fleet level. We can zoom in on the power consumption of a single engine and then zoom out to the total consumption on the whole fleet in real time. 3D printing is of great interest to the industry. It can be used in the design phase to make models without thinking about the limitations in the current manufacturing environments. We can combine materials and use structures to provide lighter and more resistant units, thereby significantly also reduce the material waste. We believe that this technology will revolutionize the design phase and the material technology, and it will change production methods and models as we know them today. We at Kongsberg uses 3D printing today to build or print prototypes, plastic models, and spare parts. In the future, we will see reduced cost for metal printers, which will take this even further. And behind me now, you will see a printed prototype of one of our AUVs called Remus. And what you can see is that this is absolutely a technology that we believe will take quantum leaps in the years to come. In Amsterdam, a small group of entrepreneurs are collaborating on a project using robots to 3D print an 8-meter-long steel bridge. Here you can see the printers or the robotic arms that print the steel from each side, and then it meets in the middle. What I really think is amazing with this project is actually the ability to print in mid-air. Over the past months, there's been a lot of focus on robots taking over jobs or in the work life. We believe that robots are crucial to secure global competitiveness. Robots and automation already have a major impact on the industry today by increasing efficiency and reducing production cost. Arsenal is our production facility for the F-35 program, which is the world's most advanced technology project ever. Here we invest in ever more advanced technology for composite production. Terje, our manager at Arsenal, can use this technology to monitor and control the production directly from an iPad. Whether he is visiting Lockheed Martin's factory in Texas, is at home in the evening, or somewhere else in the world, he is able to log on and view the real-time production status. Use of this and other technologies make production more efficient, helps limit downtime to just 2 hours a week, 24/7. This is absolutely necessary when competing with suppliers from around the world. These efficiency measures have made us so competitive that we have had to expand our staff over the next coming years with approximately 30% at Arsenal. Avinor operates 46 small and large airports in Norway. Many of the airports experience long periods with very little traffic or large variations when it comes to traffic volume. The next generation of towers involves remote tower control of many airports. By use of advanced camera technology and sensors, 15 of Avinor's smaller airports will be remotely controlled from an operations center in Bodø. Augmented reality provides even better resolution than the human eye. Information about aircrafts, vehicles, or other things of interest can be added digitally to the live pictures when looking out from the tower. For Avinor, this is a solution that makes it possible to uphold current flight routes and by that also reducing the cost by 40%. It also facilitates, of course, flexible opening hours. Imagining the opportunities this type of technology can provide for remote control of other operations for vessels, fish farms, harbors, monitoring, and railways. Kongsberg is a digital player across our industry solutions. About 70% of what our deliverables to the market is software. To leverage the opportunities with the new technology shifts and the digital shifts, such as IoT, smart data, and artificial intelligence, we have decided to establish a new business unit, which is called Kongsberg Digital. This business unit will consist of existing businesses in software and services and is set to support our industries across the various areas that we are represented. And of course, secure that our customers and partners get access to high-end solutions to really capitalize on the digital opportunities. These are just some examples of the possibilities in this new paradigm and what it offers for the industry. Digitalization can enable and create value. If we seize the opportunity, to succeed, we must recognize the new reality without boundaries, and we must understand trends and what is happening around us faster. Time to market is of huge essence. We at Kongsberg have called for a national long-term investment for the next generation of Norway, or next version of Norway, you might say, Norway 6.0. Together with leaders of SINTEF, FFI, LO, and NHO, we have worked on the idea of a top industry center, a center where we connect various competencies and projects that would benefit from collaborating. This center will have its tentacles out in the world to bring home knowledge, and we can use this knowledge to create new innovations and new business models. This will be a center where research, funding agencies, and business interact, and where large and small players can meet virtually and physically to ensure world-class innovation. Only when our traditional expertise is paired with the digital knowledge, we can fully realize the potential value. In the business sector, we need to increase our digital competencies at all levels, from engineers to management. To be globally competitive from a high-cost country, we must be technologically in front when it comes to products and solutions. We must apply innovative power of technology to business models and value change. We do this by understanding the drivers and the possibilities behind this digital revolution. And for those of you that's in the software industry, please approach us. We would really like to work closely with you from Kongsberg Digital. And we believe we cannot predict the future, but we can absolutely create it. Thank you.